Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Ready, 18 Gator. Yep.
5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2.
Hey, exit.
Better break. You better break.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
18 Gator. Bravo.
52. 52. 52 is the mic.
Hey, Mike, go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
80 weapons.
52's the mic. Hey, I'm coming.
Five.
Looking to throw. Patterson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yes.
I'm here all day.
Off play action. Herbert. And this one complete to Will Fuller. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert will find his tight end. That's Waller. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there. And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
He's checking crap. Jim.
49, check 49. Bam. Now.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Number 53.
Leo.
They'll run with Jacobs. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
26, Mike. 26, move. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Ready?
Throwing again. Patterson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Patterson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st down, Herbert. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
55, mark, 55. He can't hang.
To throw again. Herbert. And And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 94.
55.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Right here.
Watch twist.
Check nine. Hey. 5.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Yo, go.
Back to throw. Herbert. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his target, John Brown. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hey, 2.
52. Rip right. Out. You got time.
Hey, lock it.
You got time.
Now.
On 3rd down, Patterson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Herbert. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go!
Check that. We're like 52 right here. 52. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now! Let's go!
Looking to throw. Patterson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, echo.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. This short throw caught by Goddard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
60 Pittsburgh. 52. Bravo.
52's the mic. Here we go.
To throw on second down. Patterson, and this is incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check. Hey, Sam on.
From the gun, Patterson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Off the play fake. Herbert. It's complete to Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Down. 90 Wolf. Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I got you. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back
Go.
home.
Watch out.
Now.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He's got Fuller. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Off play action. Herbert. It's caught by OBJ. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Yes. Big grip.
Off the play fake. Herbert. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Ready? 10-2, sir.
Check 55, Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike
5.
55.
Off play action. Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to...
He's got a man, complete. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 44 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready. 50, plant. Hard. Let's get it.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Patterson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Hey, Orbit.
26 months. Hey, defense, let's go.
Go.
On 4th down, Patterson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's get it.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey,
check right. Watch 85. Watch the curl. Watch the eye. 36.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
I got you. Shit.
Clear. Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf.
Such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Hey, Delta.
52. Twist. 52.
2nd and 4. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 26. Check.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
52 the mic. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, alert 3.
Hey, Sue.
Mike 52.
Sue.
On 3rd down, Patterson gets this one to Juszczyk. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, exit.
Here we go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Get it.
On 1st down, Herbert looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the slant.
Yo, go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like he just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
70, Indy. Hey, Echo.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Now.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. So we got to step it up.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, it's complete. James White. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, it's White. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Patterson. And that's complete to Brown. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Leo!
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bengals, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.